Welcome back to A Work of Art, everyone. I'm Brian, and I hope you guys are enjoying my playthrough of Split Fiction with Bunny. It's actually been a pretty cool experience, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it, but that is not what we're here for. We're playing a work of art. Ronnie has been captured by this other guy named Art because Ronnie was stupid and he went ahead and accidentally killed one of his neighbors, and Art is not happy about that. And apparently Art's gonna teach him a lesson or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work out. But we left him. Art was gonna go and get Ronnie some food because apparently he's been a bad boy. And I should probably get my keyboard out because I'm probably gonna need that since I can't use my controller. Anywho, let's continue down this nightmare and or journey. Apparently okay. Well. Oh, I use my controller. Haha! Nice! Apparently I forgot about that. Okay. Oh. What am I thinking? I need to go out there right now. I have other matters to attend. So I actually, you can't see it, but I have, like, my mouse. My mouse is here, stuff like that, as you can see as I'm clicking. But it doesn't appear on the screen, which is cool. But I'm using the controller, so yeah. Here we go. A large iron kettle over an open flame as the contents within bubble furiously. I'm gonna need some bowls. Check the cabinet in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm unplugging you. I can't have you be making noises during my recording. So I use this thing to go and like transfer the camera's information over. And apparently that USB sometimes gets a little fucky-wucky. So yeah. Yes, I know I shouldn't be swearing. But I can swear a little bit. Just not a lot. Okay. Cabinets. A large wooden cupboard holds a stack of clean dishes piled atop one another. I'll just take one of these for my guest, and a small one for myself, and then I'll be on my merry way. Art carefully takes several bowls from the stack in the cupboard and places the rest back on the shelf. Thankfully, Mother cleaned these bowls before she passed. I haven't had the motivation to do any chores since she's been gone. There's something else that we should know. Wait, that was his neighbor, not his mother. Large iron kettle, yum. This stew smells delightful. Art carefully ladles a couple portions of soup from the boiling kettle and into bowls. It's gonna be such a treat. I can't wait to share this with our new guest. He doesn't seem like the doll sits perfectly still at the large wooden table. Bloodstains are smeared upon her cheeks and across her lips. That's odd. This must be the doll Ronnie was referring to. But how did she get down here? Mother used to make dolls in the attic. I haven't had a chance to go through all of her belongings yet. It's beyond me how this dolly could be her favorite. Okay, there's one thing I didn't do with Ronnie, but I guess I'll try with Art, is reading the stupid book with the pentagram on it. Upon the table sits an open book with strange markings. Among the markings is a pentagram drawn in red with an incantation and descriptor on the following page. The book is filled with a plethora of occult rituals and insidious glyphs. This page appears to depict images of a soul being transferred from a corpse into an inanimate vessel. That's strange. What's Mother's book doing out here? Why is it open? Mother used to read this book in the attic. Damn thing has always given me the creeps. Art picks up the book and shuts it before quickly tossing it back onto the table. That's enough of that. That's probably for the better. Anyways, we need to go help our buddy Ron. Well, we're not really helping our buddy Ronnie, but we're gonna go ahead and see how our troublemaker friend Ronnie is doing. Should have filled up my water before I did this. Well, hello, friend. I've returned with dinner and I cannot wait for you to Upon looking at Ronnie's position, Art notices that the rope that binds him had been tampered with. Still tied to the chair, it almost seems as though Ronnie has been making small progress towards breaking free, as there are fresh rope burns on his wrists that were not present prior to Art leaving the chamber. Have you been trying to wriggle yourself free and escape, Ronnie? Facial expressions of dread flow from Ronnie as he shifts uncomfortably in the chair. No? Don't lie to me, Ronnie. Don't you ever fucking lie to me. I will do awful things to you, Ronnie. Horrific, vile, ugly things if I ever find out you've lied to me. The look of dread on Ronnie's face has spread to the rest of his person, and he begins to tremble in fear at the thought of what the man might do to him in this vulnerable, bound state. I'm sorry. I'm just a little uncomfortable and the rope's really digging in, you know? I won't try that again. I promise. If you had just said that to begin with, we could have worked something out, Ronnie. Unfortunately for you, your thoughtless actions have cost you supper and the missed opportunity of tasting the best home-cooked stew recipe that had ever come close to gracing your undeserving tongue. Art places several bowls down onto the bloody stone table in the corner of the room. Shame. I think I've lost my appetite as well. Ronnie shifts uncomfortably in his chair while making intense eye contact with Art. Hey! Sorry to ruin your dinner. It was awfully kind of you to go through all that effort. And I'm really sorry about your neighbor, too. Thank you, Ronnie. I'm sorry, too. She was an unlikely friend to me, really. Born of necessity rather than want, or even choice. You see, we didn't spend much time together, but we chit-chat every now and then when we taking our garbage to the curb each week. I was never too fond of her annoying, yappy little dog, always shitting in my yard, little bastard. Sorry, Mr. Chippers. But to a hermit like me, one who has no friends or family, no colleagues, the occasional bit of socialization was quite the welcome commodity. I can see how lonely things you get around here when you live that kind of life. You said you had no colleagues? What do you do? Ah, thank you for asking. I fancy myself a painter of sorts. Each painting you see in here and those upstairs are all mine. You're a pretty talented guy there, Art. And I couldn't draw a stick figure to save my life. Ha! Well, here's to hoping you'll never have to. Ronnie and Art momentarily share a nervous, awkward chuckle with one another. Here's to hoping. Speaking of, what are your plans here? Like, what is it you want with me? Oh, that's simple, Ronnie. I want to paint you. Nothing good's gonna come of that. What? You want to hate me? That is in fact what I said, yes. That's it? But why? Well, I figure with what you've taken away from me, I might as well get something out of it. I watched as you snuck into Miss Holtzman's house late that night, Ronnie. I heard her scream, and I heard the commotion inside. I waited for you to take your leave, and I went to checked on her soon after. I found her unconscious and not breathing at the bottom of the stairs. I left that morning to fetch the local authorities, but not before painting her, too. You painted your dead neighbor? Well, of course. I knew once she was in the ground I'd never see her again. So I took the time to capture a memory that I can look upon whenever I feel the need. I don't see why you would want that as a memory, but To each their own, I guess. But then, I realized I couldn't just paint Miss Holtzman, for that would only be capturing half the story. I needed both halves for my collection. I needed to paint you too, Ronnie. And now that I've got you here, I can. Okay. A little weird, but I'm not one to yuck someone else's yum. So then, once you're done painting me, you'll untie me? Well, obviously, I have no use for you after I finish the painting, because you're gonna be dead, because my paintings have special powers. Besides, you're sitting in my favorite chair. You can't hog the best seat in the house forever. It's got blood on it. I don't think that's the best chair in the house. It does look awfully comfortable, though, I'm not gonna lie. Huh. Alright. So, when do we get started? Oh, an eager model you are. I like that. If you're so eager, we could start now. Honestly, I'm starting to cram in this position, so the sooner we start, the better for me. Ready whenever you are. Wonderful. I'm so excited. I will fetch my supplies from upstairs. Now, don't go anywhere, Ronnie. I mean it this time. Wouldn't even dream of it. The dog is a little happy dance, blah, 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 enthusiasm. Yeah, good boy, Mr. Chippers. Alright, I'm gonna need a few things. I have to find my brushes, my paint, and my palette. I can't wait. Is Ronnie really gonna not do anything? We'll just grab some water and pass from the shelf. Art Hurley empties the shelf of its contents and stuffs them into his stash. Yes, these will work well. I don't like this doll. The doll sits silent and still at the edge of the fire. She appears to be holding a small bowl of stew. Hey, you must be like my mother's recipe too. Excellent taste, madame. Delicious. Bottles of paint. I'll need a few bottles of paint. Art Hurley empties the shelf of his contents and stuffs them into his stash. These shades look so vibrant on canvas. So, where do we find its pedestal now? I think that's the last thing we need, I'm guessing. I don't suppose that the pedestal is somewhere else, is it? I've ground azurite for blue paint. I have to mix it with a binder so I can use it later. Okay, but where's your thingy ding? I'm thinking about, what am I thinking? I got better things to do. Blah 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 blah. Yes, Art, I know, but where are we gonna find your pedal? Wait a minute. Various sizes of used paintbrush go to the bottom of the drawer along with a bag of starter tools. Gonna need a few of these. Art carefully selected several paintbrushes from the drawer and stuffs them into his stash. Might as well grab these too. Art pulls out the bag of tools before shutting the door. Okay. I remember when I sketched these. My first year as an artist was tough. Rough to say the least. Okay, but we still gotta check the middle drawer. Okay, well that's a good thing. We still need his pedestal. Is it like in the drawer or something like that? Nope. Probably not. Wicker basket. Couple of my old drawings that didn't turn out. I'll empty this later. Okay, you do that. I didn't realize I had such a hefty basket of peppers here. Maybe I should give it away now. On second thought, I'll just bring them to that flea market under the bridge on the other side of town. But a certain someone would easily pay a fortune for these. This is just a beer, right? I'll bust this baby open soon enough. Still can't believe no one saw me sneak this out of the tavern. They probably did, but they just kind of let you do your thing, I guess. I hope we have everything. I have returned with my art supplies. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am for this moment. So all I have to do is sit here and look pretty, right? That's right. I'll do all the hard parts. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable while I get started. Art pulls his art supplies from his person and sets them on the floor between Ronnie and his art station. Alright, Ronnie. Stay perfectly still for me. Sure thing. Art begins to mix various colors of paint together, carefully selecting them from his palette and painting it upon his fresh canvas with his brush. Each stroke of the brush creates a new layer of paint on the canvas, providing depth to the piece. Minutes quickly pass and soon turn to hours. The art begins to become alive with each new layer added. I feel like I've been sitting forever. How's it coming along there, Art? Oh, it's magnificent, Ronnie. Or at least, it will be when it's finished. I'm really starting to get cramped here. Are we almost done? You can't rush perfection, Ronnie. We have much work to do before we're through here. Can we maybe take a break then? I feel like these ropes are cutting off the circulation in my nutsack. If we take a break, it's only going to take longer. Mind over matter, Ronnie. Mind over matter. I gotta take a piss, though. Mind over matter, Ronnie. You got this. How am I supposed to mind over matter my piss away? You'll figure it out. I believe in you. Bruh. I feel like this piece is missing something. A knife to the chest! So close, yet so far. It's good, but not great. Something is off. I can sense it. Can you sense that I'm about to piss my pants all over your favorite chair? Because I am. What could be missing, I wonder? A nice scoop of justice! Stab! Regularly scheduled bathroom breaks, I'll bet. Aha! I've got it. Art stands from his stool and walks towards Ronnie. He begins rummaging through his bag of tools until he finds what he's looking for. Are you gonna tie me up for a minute, pal? I really wasn't kidding. I gotta piss like a pregnant lady having a sneeze attack. Art begins to pull from his bag a long, sharp, serrated tool. A rusty old carpenter's saw with a black leather grip. You're gonna cut me free then? Just, wash the sack, would you? Now sit still for me, Ronnie. This shouldn't take long. Art grabs hold of Ronnie's wrist, firmly gripping it so that he cannot pull it away. He presses the saw blade against Ronnie's skin as a look of panic begins to flood Ronnie's face. Wait! What are you doing? Art begins pushing and pulling the saw blade back and forth against Ronnie's wrist, the teeth of the saw blade gnawing through flesh and bone with relative ease.
Oh God! Oh no!
Wow, he handled that pretty well. There we go. The model's already looking much better. My hand! You caught my fucking hand! How very observant of you, Ronnie. Now shush. We're almost done. Here's a treat for keeping a close eye on our guest and being such a good boy, Mr. Jippers. Art picks up Ronnie's severed hand from the dirty floor and tosses it to the dog. Mr. Jippers joyfully wags his tail as he ravenously gnaws on the hand. Oh, come on! That's like the complete opposite of cool, man! Do you think killing my neighbor was bad, Miss Skivels, whatever? Do you think that was good, Ronnie? I'm only paying it forward. What part of shush do you not understand? Now, be still for one. You cut off my bloody arm, man! How am I supposed to stand still? Oh, getting real woozy, man. Oh. Ronnie's gonna die, isn't he? Art kneels down lower, resting his hand on Ronnie's thigh, while positioning the saw blade just above Ronnie's kneecap. He begins to rock the saw back and forth, cutting through cartilage, tendon, and bone like butter.
No, please don't do this. Please don't. No.
God damn you, you freak! What have you done to me? Can't you see? I'm making you into a masterpiece, Ronnie. Soon you're gonna die from blood loss and then everything will be fine. That's what I meant when I said I won't have use for you anymore, because by the time we're done, you'll have bled out. More like masterpieces, you fuck! Oh, Ronnie, 'tis but a scratch. You'll heal in no time if you don't die from blood loss first. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm bleeding out here, man! And do you think talking is gonna help you anymore, man? All you're gonna do is increase your heart rate, which will pump the blood out faster, thus ending your life sooner. Just take a breather, relax, and enjoy the process, murderer. Merely a flesh wound, Ronnie. I'd say 2-3 hours recovery at most. Whoa! That's actually a lot of blood, Ronnie. No shit, fucko! You just hacked off 2 of my limbs! What did you think would happen, you dumb bitch? For what is the price of priceless art, Ronnie? An arm and a fucking leg, apparently! Too true. Well, we're here now. Might as well make the most of it, eh? Listen! You're going to untie me right now! Get me to a fucking doctor, so help me! Slow down there, Ronnie. You're in no position to be making demands here. You really don't have much of a leg to stand on. Literally. You motherfucker! Here, I'll make you a counteroffer. Art reaches into his tool bag and pulls, oh no, a heavy steel hammer. I'll make these nice and easy for you so you don't have to suffer through the next part. Sounds like a deal. Please, you don't have to do this. I wish someone would have been there to offer you those words before you did what you did to my friend, Ronnie. But I do have to do this. I've had to do this since the night you entered Miss Holtzman's home and took her life. You've awakened something that sleeps deep within me. It lives within the darkest recesses of my soul. Something I worked hard to keep dormant for as long as I could. You are not the first, Ronnie, and I'm sure you won't be the last either. But just as I have preserved her memory, I shall preserve yours, too. Please, there has to be another way. Art raises the steel hammer above his head while gazing into Ronnie's eyes. He brings the hammer down upon the top of Ronnie's skull with vengeance and wrath-fueled force, striking him over and over and over again.
Please, no.
I don't think Ronnie made it. Ronnie's body rests lifelessly, slumped deep into the black-stained chair. Art looks upon his model with uncertainty. Something still isn't right. There's still something off. A detail I must be missing. I know, I should cut off his nutsack. He apparently liked that very much. Art quietly ponders to himself for a moment, grasping for answers to solve his puzzled mind. He reaches into his tool bag one last time to scour the remainder of his tools before settling on one in particular. A set of forceps. Art brings the forceps to Ronnie's face before digging them gingerly into his eye socket. After digging around inside the hole, he finds a firm grip on the eyeball and successfully removes it from its home. There! It's perfect. I couldn't ask for a better model. Art returns to his canvas and begins furiously painting once more. Deep into the hours of the night, he works, never slowing nor stopping. Okay. It is finished. My masterpiece is finally complete. Art grabs a hold of the curtain and yanks it down to reveal his work. Now that's what I'd call a work of art. Art peers over at Ronnie's disfigured body, mangled beyond recognition. What a disaster. You sure are a messy boy, Ronnie, but I thank you for your sacrifice. Quite the mess we have here. How am I gonna clean all this? You wouldn't be willing to lend me a hand, would you, Mr. Jippers? Mr. Jippers barks happily while wagging his tail. Mr. Jippers drops Ronnie's severed hand at Art's feet and stares up at him joyfully. That's not quite what I meant, but I appreciate the effort, boy. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Is that it? Is that the end of the game? Or is there more to it than this? After countless hours of dismembering, digging, and burying, Art finishes cleaning the mess he made and disposing of any potential evidence. He bends down to plant a singular seed within the empty eye socket of his victim before lightly covering it with dirt. There you go, Ronnie. One day, you'll grow up to be a big, strong apple tree. In the meantime, you'll be doing wonders for my soil. It's been quite a night, but I do feel mighty productive if I do say so myself. I haven't checked out my garden in a while. I should probably see how my plants and trees are doing before I hit the hay. Okay. Small germs grow from the soil. They appear to be half eaten by some critter. Damn critters, always digging up and eating my turnips before they're ready. Bloodstained soil. Oh, Ronnie boy. Gonna miss ya. At least you'll make fantastic fertilizer for my garden. I'll think about you every time I cook something with these vegetables. In a way, it's kind of like you've never really gone. You're just helping out around the garden, you know? I think you're more useful this way. May you serve a better purpose in death than you did in life, Ronnie. bulbous onion protrudes from the earth, just waiting to be harvested. These onions will go wonderfully with so many recipes I've yet to cook. Oh my. Huge orange pumpkins lay sprawled across the patch, connected by thick vines. I can't wait to make these into a lovely pumpkin pie. Yeah, I have to wonder, like, who else he's got buried underneath all this. Because if Art's become an apple tree, who was the turnips? Who became this? Who became the pumpkins? And who became the peppers or on spinach? Vibrant green cabbages bloom from the soil below. These will be great for cabbage soup. Medium peach tree grows within the garden soil, producing fresh peaches that don't look fully developed yet. I'm so proud of how this tree is coming along. It's difficult not to eat the peaches yet. Whose body's laying down there now, I wonder? Ah ha 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 ha. Mr. Jipper stares up at Art with big puppy dog eyes, tongue flapping out of the side of his mouth and Ronnie's chewed up hand resting at his feet. You know, for as much of a pain in the ass you've been over the years, you sure are cute. I can see why Miss Holtzman liked you. Yeah, I kind of regret looking at that just a little tiny bit. An old shovel rests on the ground, freshly dug burial ground. Phew, that was a lot of work. Wish a dog would have helped a little. That's all right, Mr. Jippers. You were good moral support. Thanks for keeping me company, boy. Various flowers bloom within the pots, presenting different shades, shapes, and aromas. These flowers are some of Mother's favorites. I like to grow them in her memory. A huge apple tree stands tall above, flourishing with fresh fruit ripe for the picking. My favorite tree in the orchard. I should plant more of these. Art pauses for a moment after inspecting the apple tree more closely. Has someone taken one of my apples? And they took the biggest apple on the tree at that! That's just poor apple etiquette. I am not amused. God damn it, Ronnie! An assortment of fresh herbs grow from a planter on the ground. These herbs are like the secret to any good dish. They're so versatile. Oh, it's the doll again. Are you gonna kill Art? Well, that's bizarre. How did you get out here? The blood-soaked doll looks as though it's holding something in its hand. Upon further inspection, the doll appears to be holding a human eyeball. Art takes the eyeball from the doll and examines it closely. You're gonna show a picture of that, aren't you? Oh. Wow, this here seems to belong to Ronnie. How on earth did you get this? That is not the way that belongs to Ronnie, not even in the slightest. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I just don't see that. Art leans down and places the eyeball firmly into the hand of the doll. There we go. Now, I can keep an eye on you. Get it? Yeah. I guess that's it. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That was kind of fucked up. Also, for those who stay to the end of this message, there might be a pretty nifty little surprise waiting for you that you won't want to miss. Just saying. Is it gonna be my word? Special word is dull. Keep track of this word, for it will be of use to you in the future. Participation is completely optional, so if you do not wish to be in a game or choose the name of a character to appear in a future title, then simply leave your special word out of your comments and we will not select you. We read each and every comment we get on all of our titles so none are missed. We also use these words to help develop future titles such as our big project Chasing Demons, which you can now wishlist on Steam. If you're new to our titles, just know that each person is given a word unique to them from each of our games, which they will then be able to combine in Chasing Demons to create a custom tailored gaming experience specific to each individual. Which means that what appears in your playthrough of Chasing Demons may not appear in your friend's experience when they play, ensuring that each player gets their own unique version of the game. Once again, thank you all so much for your support. We hope to see you again in the next one. Until next time, treat each other with kindness, stay positive, and always remember, it might be stormy now, but it can't rain forever. A lonely ruffian sits on a bar stool, drowning his sorrows deep in this cup. Ronnie, where are you, man? It's been weeks. It's not like him to just up and disappear without saying anything. Hope he's alright. The man takes another swig of his ale as a tear begins to roll down his face. Hey, you wouldn't have to be Arthur, would you? Well, ma'am, that would depend on who's asking. The barmaid sets a crimson-stained envelope on the bar in front of Arthur. Someone came in earlier and wanted me to give this to you. You sure it's for me? Pretty sure. I think they said their name was Ronnie? Arthur's going after Ronnie now, isn't he? Okay. Oh my. I have so many pictures to use for the thumbnail now. Oh my goodness, yes! Well, that was upsetting to say the least. It was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, too. I didn't think it was going to be that quick, but lo and behold, there you go. That's a work of art. Yeah. So we got doll as our word. Yay! Yeah. I still can't wait to see what Chasing Demons is gonna be like. That's one of the games I'm actually looking forward to playing later on down the line. You're creepy, you stupid doll. Yeah, I don't think we really need to see that, but so I guess the lesson here is don't be a thief. And maybe like not um think before you do. Otherwise, there's going to be an art that comes for you ready to go ahead and make a painting of your remains. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got to say to that.